But Superman, guys, if you saw recently, of course, we have these toy lines coming out. Anybody that listens to the comic book lore, watches it, knows it, that these toys drop first. And we talked about last week where we had some toys about Lex Luthor, but now they dropped the official villain of Superman, Ultraman, which has been rumored for a long time that it was going to be Ultraman, but we have the imagery that came out of the actual toy. I'll show you that in a second. And Ultraman apparently is going to be in the movie, which there were so many rumors about an evil Superman coming, and Ultraman's an alternate version of Superman that exists in Earth 3 back in the day, right? If we're going comic lore, and he's a leader of a crime syndicate in that universe. Doesn't he actually live off kryptonite or some shit, Jordan? Doesn't he thrives off it or something? But he gains his powers from it. Yeah, is that what? But it's pretty much an evil Superman. People are trying to say nowadays that on top of that, it could be another character called there was another Parasite. I keep hearing it might be Parasite.
It ain't Parasite.
But Ultraman, the comic, you see the I'll show you right now. The actual, toy came out, so this is what we got. Release Ultraman's in the new Superman movie, so we know he's going to be there. He's a villain. He's a part of the whole lore, and so I think they spoiled who the villain was, and they're trying to hold it back all this time. And to me, it's fine.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but why would they have the toy? He could die in 2 seconds. He could die in 2 seconds, but is that going to be it? No.
It's also a movie. They change shit all the time. It could be like a combination of Ultraman and Bizarro.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a clone that's gonna be fucking decrepit something. They're taking the animated series route with Bizarro. I think it's just fucking genetically inferior Superman.
I don't think they're gonna touch the multiverse thing.
I don't know. I hope
we've
not.
We've already seen right, Jordan? We've already seen the cages. We've already seen the experiments. I think it's a clone of Superman.
Queen's even saying it's Ultraman. You don't see it being like Superman drinking a bunch of whiskey from fucking the last Superman movie with Christopher Reeve, Jordan. Come on, man. Come on. There he is.
That wasn't the last one. That was the third one.
Again, shit face.
Was close to the last one.
Having a great time.
Did he do 4?
He did 4. The fourth one was with what the hell?
Pryor,
Nuclear
right?
Man.
The Nuclear Man.
Nuclear Man.
Superman.
I thought that was that one.
No, that one was the one with Richard Pryor.
Jesus Christ.
But Jordan, you hear about these rumors. We saw the trailer. I'm giving you more time, Jordan. Do you believe that this is going to be the best Superman movie, and is Ultraman going to be a big part of it?
I don't know if it'll be a big part of it or the big part at the end where it's like a reveal, like the mask gets ripped off and he looks just like Superman, or I still say they're setting Lex up as the big bad through this whole DC universe. He just looks like from the trailer, he looks like, and you got Nicholas Hoult. You got to use him. So I think
I love him.
I think this is going to be a good movie. I really do. And there's also rumors Superman's going to get an upgraded suit at the end. So everybody that hates on the outfit, maybe he'll get a different costume.
He's not, dude. He looks like a Guardian of the Galaxy, which is fine for me. I think it works. But I think that
I get what they're trying to do. They were trying to go a little bit with the New 52 route, with kind of like the padding, the armor, the collar, the cape kind of built into the suit, kind of like the New 52. Which I read those comics. I like that Superman. It was a younger take on Superman. He wasn't all powerful like he is. But I think this has the potential. I mean, my worry is comic book fatigue, man. People are a little sour on Marvel. Are they going to sour on,
on Superman?
DC? Or is it DC's time to shine? Is people defeated with Marvel and they want something new? They want something different.
And Queen says that Ultraman in Japan is a good guy. You think he'd be a good guy? Anybody? Joe, think it could be a good guy, Joe, somehow in any world? That James got to make Ultraman a good guy along with the rest of the Justice Society is pretty much established in this movie in the trailers?
So I think the big thing is building up Lex Luthor, right? I think Jordan's right with that. They're building up Lex Luthor, but Lex Luthor in this movie isn't able to fight the fight himself. So as a businessman, he has hired guns to do the fighting for him and has convinced them that he is right in his path, and then in time they will discover that he is wrong and go against him, and that's going to make him pissed and make Superman make him hate Superman even more and build up that animosity that he has towards him that's just inherent. So it would be interesting if Japanese Ultraman was also a good guy. I personally am really excited for the direction that DC is going, because I think that they're doing what I feel like Marvel has forgotten to do, which is remind people that it's all a conjoined universe. Like, everybody's in this movie because everybody's in this universe. Like, something that was so cool with Marvel that made it so great is like, okay, cool, this is a Captain America movie, but here's Spider-Man, here's like everybody's still in it because it's all one world. And like Marvel doesn't really like do that anymore. And I feel like that's kind of what made people lose track of this cinematic universe. It's no longer conjoined. It's just a bunch of separated movies. And if you didn't watch the post-credits scene,
oh, I hate that shit. That's,
you know what I mean? Like, it's no longer conjoined. The only movies that have had that conjoined feeling in them has been like the Spider-Man movies, because Iron Man will show up or Doctor Strange will show up, and Deadpool was cool because Wolverine showed up and you had that kind of like combination thing. But those are the only ones of recent date that have done that. And like, that's what made Marvel successful, was once you had your standalone movie, you had the potential to at least be in other movies in the future because you're established now. Now you can join in. Like, I'm so excited to see how James Gunn is going to do that. And this is also the first
fix it, right?
This is the first time an actual creative is in an executive position. Someone who's written scripts, someone who's directed movies, is now making these executive decisions for something as large as a franchise like this. I think that's huge. That's never happened before, and I wish him all the success in the world because I want to see that happen more.
So you're fucking super excited about this movie, right, Joe?
And I'm just excited for where the DC goes with, because they're finally going to do the Batman, and they're going to do Damian Wayne, which I'm fucking all for that.
Yes.
And it's about goddamn time.
And get wild.
Say they're doing that, but it's delayed too.
Storylines. Because Batman gets wild. Like, I love all the grounded Batman, but I like the fantasy in Batman too. Like, all of these gritty, grounded versions of Batman are cool, but like, if you read the comics, shit gets fucking wild. And I want to see that.
Let's really explore the League of Assassins and like the fantastical part of it with the Lazarus Pit. Let's not do the Christopher Nolan route where it's like fucking.
I mean, shit. The first one of the first things that they announced is Clayface, which is like,
I know.
Absurd,
I want to say that so bad.
Great. Like, I love that's the like absurd kind of character that I want to see Batman face. Because
I'm upset they're delaying that shit though, Joe. You see, they changed the creative. Like, what was it? Mike was supposed to do it before. Flanagan was supposed to do it, and then he stepped away. Now they're rewriting it from like a page one rewrite. When James Gunn's like, "This is the best thing I've ever read before. We have to shoot this," but now we're reshooting. We're reading the whole thing, which is ridiculous.
Can we just get a Batman Beyond?
I would love that.
I want a goddamn Batman.
I want to see.
I think we're beyond that, right, Jason?
Jordan, yeah, I love to see Michael Keaton as fucking Batman. 100%.
Old Bruce Wayne?
Old Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Or GR. GR can do it too. We can figure that out.
If you went that route and you did Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne, then you finally have the opportunity to bring on Willem Dafoe as Joker.
There you go.
Oh, I would love Willem Dafoe as Joker.
Like, then they're both old.
Yep.
But it like works.
Yeah.
Like,
fucking.
Because you're obviously not going to get Jack Nicholson, but like,
no,
you get.
I heard he might want to go back to acting recently.
Like, oh.
I just want goddamn Batman Beyond. I mean,
I heard recently. I recently, not too long in the trades, heard that Jack Nicholson said that he wanted to come back for one more movie, and I can't imagine be Batman. But I know he's going back dealing with like kind of some kind of dementia or something recently, right? So I don't know how it could actually work out.
You know, it would also be a great move for DC to make is like an offshoot of their universe taking place in the time period that all of the DC comics were originally made in the 1940s. Ooh. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Oh, I wonder who's doing that. Oh, it could be anybody.
It sure isn't Mr. Blank.
Nope. It might be somebody
GR.
else.
Get off Guns nuts, man. We get it. You don't like Gun.
hey. GR's trying to talk. GR. All right. You got this Superman, Ultraman. We're going through the whole works of all this. I know we talked about the trailer before, but you hear about the toy line introducing a different evil version. I mean, I know Queen said he's been a hero at some point of Superman. Do you believe the toys? Or do you think we need to not listen to the toys and listen to what we've seen for our own eyes?
Well, Brian, I hate to admit this, but Ultraman didn't exist when I read Superman.
Oh, shit.
There was the little guy. He existed.
Superman's
Adam?
Little guy.
I just went blank. I have had a couple of alcoholic beverages. What did you call the little guy?
It was the DC versions of Ant-Man. It was like Atom Man or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
The Atom?
The Atom.
No. The one that looked like an alien back in my day.
Brainiac?
Thank you, Brian. God
he's
damn.
An alien. I love Brainiac.
Is he little?
Little guy.
Is he little?
In the comics back in the day, he was about. In the pictures, he was about that big, which made him, whatever.
He might have just been far away.
Yeah, it was how it was drawn.
No, he was a midget alien, is what he was.
He was just down the street.
You're thinking of Mr. Ms. Pitalik.
No, I'm talking about Brainiac.
No, you're not, dude. Mr. Ms. Pitalik was the midget.
Dude,
Brainiac
you weren't even born when I was reading about Brainiac.
Definitive history of Superman. Definitive history, $300, GR. I think I know my Superman.
You think I'm spending $300 to buy a comic book?
It's not a comic book. It's the definitive history.
Fuck yeah, Queen. But I don't even go from there. I have no idea where to go from there.
Jordan, you're allowed to be wrong even if you...
Thank you. Racer X agrees with me. You're mistaking him for Mr. Ms. Pitalik.
All I'll say...
Well, back in the dark ages, we didn't have that shit.
Is one of the most absurd names of all time, like fuck vowels, all consonant letters.
Mr. McFiddlemix?
Ms. Pitalik. Ms. Pitalik. Ms. Pitalik.
Mr. Mc... Who gives a fuck?
The whole thing of his gimmick was he was like correct. He could grant wishes and shit, but he always caused mischief, and the only way to get rid of him, to get him to his own back to his own dimension, was you had to get him to say his name.
Oh, it's like a fucking like a Beetlejuice shit, huh?
Kind of, but he had to say his own name.
Reverse.
That's why
you didn't have to say it 3 times, just once.
Just once. Pepestar, you hear that shit ever, Pepestar? No. Maybe lost Pepestar.
Pepestar's taking a nap.
It's like trying to get somebody to like say an onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Same to you.
It's not a thing. So I just think though,
onomatopoeia, I hardly even know her.
Let me just ask you guys.
I regret that.
Oh, we lost Brian.
We saw the trailer. July 11th is not that far away, right? July is around the corner for Superman Day. And, there's been rumors about X, Y, and Z. People have been mad about the suit, like Jordan said earlier. People have been mad about, about Corn Sweat at one point. They were mad about his casting. We talked about, the whole casting about his family, too. about Mom and Pa Kent.
Oh God, the mom
Those were terrible.
No, the mom is so good in the newest trailer. She's like, "I'll go get your boots." And then
Yeah,
she
I
runs
washed
off.
your
It's
boots,
fucking
Clark.
Adorable. Like,
And people
I mean,
are like,
I
it's
like
too,
he's a little
people are saying it's too
sweetheart.
white trash. I hear sometimes.
Oh,
Which is like,
come on. What?
that's a real,
From that
that's the whole
5
thing.
seconds you seen it?
No,
That's the whole
shit.
thing. It's the whole thing. I was not
They're
super excited
literally
about their
farmers.
casting, but they are
They're
farmers.
farmers.
Let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask the group a question. So, Kevin Costner, do you not think he was a great Pa Kent?
He was
I
written
don't-
terrible.
I was
He-
about
he
to
would've-
say, it's not that he was bad. It's the script was just horrendous. Like,
They made Jonathan Kent an asshole.
yeah.
He was kind of an asshole.
No.
Son, this guy be an asshole?
Don't
You
help.
let me
Son,
die.
you should have just let him die. You should have just let all the kids on the bus die.
Yeah. Do you think that this new
Christ.
Pa Kent will have that kind of backstory at all? Or do you think he'll be like a little bit like a minute part of this story? Because I think he's going to be small. I think he's going to have
Yeah,
a
he's
moment.
not gonna be
He's
in
going to
it
go
much.
home and then he's going to fucking go and save the day. I think he'll be tiny.
It'll be like Pa Who?
Like 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the movie.
Yeah,
Joe, what do you
It's
think?
not going to be much.
I have a hot take on. I think we're gonna have basically Clark's low point in this movie is gonna be Pa Kent is gonna go, and I think Lex Luthor is gonna hurt the dog.
Oh, don't say that.
Gonna be pissed.
I don't think it's going to get that dark.
Damn. Jordan, do you agree with him?
No, I don't think they're going to kill Pa Kent again. It's just been overdone. They're going to
dog,
stick to
though.
the comic.
But fucking the
They're going to
dog?
stick to the. They're going to stick to the comic books. Pa and Ma are going to live just like in the comics.
I think it's. I'll give you that one, but I think that dog's gonna. He's not gonna die, but he's gonna get hurt, and it's gonna make everyone go, "Fuck you, Lex Luthor." Like,
Yeah, I don't think they're going to kill. They're not going to kill the dog. They're not going to John Wick the dog.
but they're gonna hurt him.
Fuck. Don't
All
John
it's
Wick
gonna
the-
take is that dog.
Well, I
kill
like that.
Crypto.
John Wick the dog. That
You can't kill
They're not
Crypto.
going to. Yeah, they're not going to John Wick the dog.
No. But if you,
But
I
I-
guarantee you're gonna hear that dog let out a yelp, and everyone's gonna be like,
Oh, I could see
"Fuck
like
you!"
I could see like the dog getting in the way of a kryptonite bullet and taking one.
Or like he's gonna get hurt because if there's anything I know James Gunn discovered in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is if you make a villain hurt an animal,
Hurt an animal.
they are the worst villain. Like,
Yep.
and you want to see them pay. And
Yep.
it's honestly not a bad methodology.
Pepestar knows all about that, right? Pepestar, don't touch an animal, man.
Do not. No touchy.
Nope. Don't touch an animal. You know why? Because animals
depends
are
where
our
he
friends.
touches you, Pepe.
Hey. Slow your roll. Loose lips sink ships. Relax.
Yeah, I mean, animals need to be touched once in a while. Put that tongue away, GR.
What tongue? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we know nothing's gonna happen to the Justice Society because they showed up in the Peacemaker trailer, so they're gonna.
Right.
Yeah. That's the problem about all these shows being so connected sometimes. They spoil shit. So, and this takes
Well,
place
let's not forget
after.
he's in charge of Argus now. So technically, the government's against Superman because you see Rick Flag arrest Superman, and he's the head of Argus. So
Yep.
Which honestly I think is kind of the move. It's kind of like the same thing that they do with Captain America, right? Like some of the best stories are like him doing. He's not a representative of America. He's just doing what he thinks is right, and that actually often goes against what the government thinks you should do, which makes for a great story arc.
Which is what you want sometimes, Joe, right?
I want it to be character rich and character motivated. It's part of the reason why that new trailer got me so excited, because Lois Lane says it's like going as a representative. He's like, I wasn't representing anybody. I was representing me and just doing good. Like, the people were going to die. It's just like, yes, not some dark, moody Superman, some guy who's just trying to do the right thing because he's got good values. Like, that's...
And he cares.
Like... It's one of my favorite things in, what is it, Red Sun? Like, I love it's like he lands in Soviet Russia, and like they really try and use him as a symbol. I mean, they put the sickle and everything on his chest, and he still is like, I kind of just want to save people. Like, he still just is who he is, and I love that. Like Superman's just a altruistic guy.
Boy from Kansas.
Yeah, boy from Kansas. Like doing the right thing.
And you know, that's where they made a mistake in the Snyder stuff. They tried to make Superman too much like Batman, and that's what makes them best friends eventually. That's what makes them
yin and yang.
Yep, antagonistic to each other. They're different values, and I want to see that finally on screen. They're different. Yeah. If I'm watching a Batman movie in the same universe, just like reading a comic, I want that to look different than if I'm watching a Superman movie. So when they do finally, I want Gotham to look its way. I want Metropolis. Snyder made everything look the fucking same.
Yeah,
dark, dreary.
You know what's funny is I've said this a couple of times, but do you know what really fix one of the most terrible parts in the Snyder movies? Because everyone knows the infamous Martha.
Yeah.
Martha.
Like
Martha. Thirsty.
You know it would have made a million times more sense and would have connected the two characters is if instead of Martha he literally just said mom.
Yeah.
That would have fixed that.
Humanized him, because that's what they were trying to. That's what he was trying to get across.
My mom's name is Martha. It's just like that's not how people connect dots.
My mom fucking died too.
Mom. And then I'd be like, I have a mom, like
mother.
Yeah. It was just the fact that Batman finally seen Superman as a human being and not just an it.
Which is what humans say mom.
Yeah,
no one calls their mom by their first name.
No.
That's a fucking psycho move.
And people get mad about the whole Martha thing, but I'm like, it was an idea of...
You know what fixed that movie? Not Jesse Eisenberg either.
Yeah, well, he regrets it to this day. He said that was the worst thing he did for his whole career. He literally said that.
I don't think he would have been bad if he didn't play it so fucking weird.
Well, no, the problem is they should have cast Nicholas Hoult instead. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah. Or Rosenbaum from Smallville.
You know, at that time, they should have cast, because of how old. I mean, look at. I'm going to tell you one thing. When it comes down to Superman at the time, he didn't look like they're the same age, and I feel like that's always been the same age. You know, he looks so young, Eisenberg, next to fucking Henry Cavill, and that was a problem. He looks so young. He looks so young.
I kind of want to see a Lex Luthor kind of like they had in the animated series, where you're like, I can't tell, he's kind of ethnically ambiguous. You're like, are you black?
Yeah, right?
I kind of tell that. I kind of would like that.
Alien.
I would not mind a black Lex Luthor. I think that would be.
Oh, I had a script that I was writing a script before with my buddy Tim, where Tim was going to play Lex Luthor, and he's black, and I was going to be Superman. We wrote that for a long time. We had a whole idea about. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be fucking fantastic. Why not? Why the fuck not?
That would make.
See, the thing with the animated series, though, it was hard to tell in that show who was black or white or Mexican, or they all were dark brown.
It was just that was the most convenient.
Lex Luthor was a Caucasian that he grew up with in the.
Here we go.
Black.
GR.
Sorry.
Wait, what was that, GR? What racially fueled?
I'm sorry. If you look, and you've got the book, Jordan.
Yeah, Luthor's
he was a Caucasian
many times.
Kid whose hair was burned off by Superman or Superboy at the time.
Yeah,
blowing out a fire in the chem lab. And that's why he hated him, because his hair was gone.
Are you saying that couldn't happen to a black man?
The character in the comic books in the 40s was Caucasian.
Yeah. But it could be good change. Pepestar, how do you feel about that, man?
Yeah, but we could also be getting the new 52 here. We don't know.
I was going to say, I think that was also because back in the 1940s, they couldn't imagine a black person being a powerful businessman.
Going to Kansas.
Of course not. But that's irrelevant to the storyline. He is what he is.
Pepestar, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, man. I'm here. I'm just listening.
How do you feel about that? That change of Superman, Lex Luthor?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Nope.
You think that Lex Luthor should stay the way it's been?
Why not? Why are we changing? Why are we moving around and changing so much? It just it's so it's just, I'm tired of it. Look, we got to do something. We got to do better.
Yeah.
Same old bullshit.
Is there anything you want to see with this new Superman movie that would make you excited?
Jessica Alba. No, I'm just.
Oh, enough with Jessica Alba.
Oh, yeah.
No, Pepe, I am
Maybe
curious.
she could be Wonder
She
Woman.
could be Lana Lane.
Pepe, I am
Cool.
curious. What did you, when you watched Superman, the animated series from back in the day? I genuinely was curious about that. I genuinely couldn't tell when I was a kid. Yeah.
Now you
Like-
talking about with the Super Friends?
No,
the
not-
90s.
Yeah, no, the 90s one. The 90s one.
After
with,
Batman the Animated
Batman-
Series, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, a little different, but I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah, no, for
Leave
sure.
it the way it is.
Yeah. Right on.
All right. Anything you can say for Pepe to tell Joe why this new Superman movie might be fucking great?
What?
Will the new movie be great,
I
Pepestar?
think that was a no, Brian.
Well, it's a possibility, but I don't want to rain on no one's parade who's all into it. That's all I'll say.
So you're not excited about Pepe?
Did I say I was excited about it?
You're dancing like you are, man. I don't know.
I'm dancing because I want some snacks.
Okay, we'll get some snacks for you, buddy. We love you, Pepestar.
Love you more, guy.
I'm fucking ready. I'm fucking ready for an uplifting Superman. I want.
Finally.
Yeah,
Finally.
we've gone a long time, guys, but you know, Superman is coming. At the end of the day, we want it. We want to be great. We want to take care of people because the idea of Superman is a ray of light that saves everybody. It's not a lie. He saves everybody, Pepestar.
I was like, it's this whole thing.
I
He's
said
supposed to.
We'll
live.
see.
Oh, lives.
He
Lives.
said
Lives.
live.
I thought he said
Will he keep
lives.
James Gunn alive? That's the
That's just,
question.
that's just
Oh my
Daily
God!
Planet
Get off
propaganda.
guns, nuts!
Yeah, what he
loves
said.
guns nuts. He loves his nuts. It's fine. Let him live his nuts. But
Yours are nut
can't
lover.
wait.
I do
I
it
can't
just
wait
for
till
you,
we're back here.
Jordan, because
And
I
I
know how
really
much
hope-
you like it.
I really hope GR eats all this shit he's been spewing for months when this movie is just fucking amazing.
you wait, guys. We're
Hey,
gonna
but
watch it.
that-
We're gonna talk about it.
Jordan, if I do, it'll be great because that'll make the show better.
But Superman is happening, and honestly, on the day we don't know officially who will be the villain, but according to the comic or the toy line,
There's like
Ultraman.
5 different villains.
Yeah, that's it. The word is it'll be too many people, but honestly, here's what I say: it's not that far away. Superman is a character of truth, hope, and the best of humanity. And I really hope that it will be fantastic and relaunch the DCU into an era that'll be great for Marvel. Or fucking Marvel. Great for DC.
Fuck, man.
Great for Warner Brothers, and
Fighting
great
words.
for also Jordan. Great for humanity.
Humanity.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.